I stopped living by other people's rules, and something strange happened. I didn't become selfish, I became peaceful. These are my terms. For a long time, I was living under contracts I never signed. The unspoken rules of society: be available, be agreeable, be quiet when disrespected, always explain yourself, earn your rest. The list goes on. And the worst part, I truly thought this was just how life worked. I thought the constant exhaustion was normal. But one day, it hit me. I wasn't tired because life was inherently hard. I was tired because I was constantly negotiating with who I am, trying to fit into a mold that was never meant for me. So, I tore up those invisible contracts. I wrote my own. These are my terms now. First, I move with integrity. Not for applause, not for anyone's approval, but because I can sleep at night knowing I didn't betray myself. My actions are for me, guided by my own moral compass. Second, I protect my time fiercely. I finally understood that every single yes costs something. It costs energy, it costs focus, it costs a piece of my life, and I no longer spend my life as currency on things that don't truly align with my values and goals. My time is my most valuable asset, and I treat it that way. Third, I walk away from disrespect, not with anger, not with drama, just with quiet clarity. I've learned that access to me, to my energy, to my space, is a privilege. It is not a guarantee. If my presence isn't valued, I will remove it. Simple as that. And you know what changed when I started living this way? It was profound. When I stopped explaining myself for every little decision, the noise faded. The constant need for external validation just disappeared. When I stopped forcing connections and trying to make people like me, the right people stayed, effortlessly. The ones who were meant to be in my life remained, and the bond became stronger and more genuine. When I stopped negotiating my values to make others comfortable, life felt lighter. I want to be clear, it didn't get easier. Challenges still came, but the burden I was carrying was gone. The weight of inauthenticity was lifted. Because real peace doesn't come from trying to control everything and everyone around you. It comes from alignment, from making sure your inner world and your outer actions are in perfect harmony. This isn't about ego. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about self-respect. It's about honoring the person you are. You don't need to make a grand announcement. You don't need to convince anyone of your worth. You don't even need to loudly declare your boundaries. Just live by your terms, quietly, confidently, consistently. The people who matter will understand. They will respect it. And the ones who don't, well, they were never meant to stay anyway. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, please hit the like button, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and subscribe to the channel for more. I'd also love to read about your terms in the comments below. See you next time.